at 4:30 and say, "Where is Shashank? Where is Shashank?" Hope not. A lot of people came at 4:30. Those people are the true disciples who know exactly what time to come. Good peoples, good peoples. I like you peoples. The true peoples I'm talking about. 4:30. Now today I had a call, so I couldn't come at 4:30. So that's why I informed well in advance that hey guys, it's not going to be 4:30. It's going to be 5. So see you guys at 5. Okay. So wait, what? Alarm at 4:30 every day. That's good. We are waiting since 4:30. God, so much lies. Waiting since 4:30. By the way, did you guys like the for all the people who are here before I start? Did you guys like the episode yesterday? I mean, you guys told me to do it, so I did it quite instantly. But did you guys like it, or do you think that was a boring episode and maybe do something else? Okay, it was good. It's just because see, for me, it was the like I'll tell you my problem, right? For me, all this is like because I keep reading so many news articles, I keep reading so much, so many companies and looking through their financial analysis. For me, it is like quite normal, right? I'm like, this is so basic. Everyone should know this. I think I'm not giving enough value because this is quite normal. Like everyone should know this. So I have that kind of a bias because I believe that everyone knows how to read a financial statement. But yeah, if it was helpful, then it's good. Next up is balance sheet, cash flow, and small case balance of the 1001 small case balance. And then next week after that, on September, on not September 1st, June 1st, I think, which is the next to next Tuesday, I'm doing one damn good episode. I'm doing some research on it. I'm doing some damn good episode on the top five small cases for people across different income groups. So if you're low income group, middle income group, high income group, I'm going to do a review on three free in small cases and their fees attached, whatever the fees is with those small cases. And I'm going to do, and for other people who have slightly little more money, I'm going to show you two paid small cases as well that I'm personally using and do the returns I'm getting is insane. Okay, like I'm getting good returns. So if you guys want to use it, you can use it as well. So I'm doing little research on that. By this week that should be done. But yeah, these two things should give you a lot of value. So for all the people who want free plan, I'm also going to show you. For all the people who want, yeah, like Capital Mind is one. There's one more also which is really good. Capital Mind is like it's blowing my mind out, to be honest. It's giving me 10% returns a month. Uh, it's quite expensive. But again, I'll tell you both. I'm looking at all, right? Currently there are so many small cases out there. It will get confusing for everyone, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna do one episode which will just simplify it for everyone. Like people who are in the college, I will tell you what to buy and keep, which obviously gives you better returns than inflation. For people who are not in college but have somewhere around 10,000, 15,000 to invest, I'll give you some ideas there. And for the rich income group who have around 50,000 to invest or maybe 1 lakh to invest, I will tell you what I am doing so you guys can help with that. So it's just an informative video. It's up to you whether you want to listen to it or use it, but it's just most of y'all will already be pro small case users, so you guys know exactly what is good, what is bad. So it's for those guys it is not very useful, but for the other guys who are still new to small case, I think this would help them a lot, right? For the pro guys, I'm like, you guys already know everything, so no point in telling you guys as well, right? I mean, you can watch it. Some of them are like, yeah, Shashank, this is so basic. But I'll show you the other ones. Yeah, it's really good. Like Capital Mind, you guys should look at it once. It's slightly expensive. I agree. It is not that cheap, but for me, it's being worth it because my investment capital is also high. So the investment capital is high, then it's good. If the investment capital is low, then it's not that good. So I'll tell you that full video. I'm going to talk about pros and cons. It's not just pros. I'm going to talk about good stuff and the bad stuff as well. Uh, if you think about it, it's not very expensive. It's 12,000 rupees for a year, and they handle your entire finances. They will only tell you when to rebalance everything. The only reason why I say it's slightly expensive, one sec. The only reason why I say it's slightly expensive is because if you invest only 1 lakh rupees, then 10,000 rupees suddenly becomes 10% or 12%. So that means you need to make 12% to cover your base cost. But if you do more, What about their commission? No, I don't think there is commission with respect to paid, right? Paid is just you pay them for a year, and that's it. So different people have different paid plans. Some people are like, don't pay me 1 rupee upfront. I will only take how much ever I invest for you. So there's no commission on that. So, but on the free ones, so for example, if you look at in the free one, like the all weather investing. So some of them have different paid plans, right? I'm not going to show all weather investing, obviously, but some of them, like if you do an SIP, then they take monthly charges. So that's what I'm going to do a full detailed video. I'm going to do my research and I'm going to give you a full detailed video for you to understand. But I'm going to give it across income groups so everyone can be happy about it, right? So agar kuch bhi chahiye to everyone on all income. Yeah, Cancelim esque is in my radar right now. Good guess, whoever's Biswas. Good one. Cancelim esque is one of the good ones that I have found. But there are so many, man. There are so many, but I will find out how much I percentage it should be ideally for what. I'm not sure what you guys are saying. Small cash cannot be used with Grow. Yeah, that's one sad integration that they haven't done yet. But I have spoken to the Grow team because I keep doing videos for them. I've spoken to them. They said their next pipeline in the next update that is only going to come. So small case integration to Grow. It's just so easy, man. I mean, Robo Capital, yes, also there. But yeah, so many are there. Let me do my research. I have like 9 tabs open. So, but let me do my hard work and I'll show you only five so that you guys don't waste your time. Two paid, three free. Okay, so I'm gonna give you free as in free to use it, but there'll be some charges attached to it. Where is your last episode? It's on YouTube, buddy. It's on Avalon Meta Live YouTube channel. So you can go there and have a look. It's a small video. It's 34 minutes, but not very big. Cool. Okay, we'll just wait for one more minute. We'll just wait for one more minute for people to join, and then we'll start. Okay. What is my education qualification? I didn't 10th pass, bro. 10th pass. Someone asked me what is your educational qualification. It's 10th pass. That's the best thing. People will be like, wow, this guy's 10th pass and he has so much knowledge. So awesome. Sometimes people do that, they actually. So I'll tell you what, like when you fail in college, people say you suck, it's horrible and you're useless. And then when you actually do well in life, people are like, oh my god, this guy's so cool, see he failed and see how he's come up in life. And I never use that as an excuse because I know I screwed up at that time. Like now, some of my friends keep telling me, you had a drop year in college, how you turned it around, it's so amazing. And I'm like, dude, that was required. It was not a turnaround. I was always good, but I just didn't study well. That's it. I was just lazy to study. I was always good in studies. But people think this guy was useless and then suddenly turn around kar diya life mein and all. That's not the case, guys. So are you planning to do an MBA? I don't think I need to do an MBA right now. I did my master's. Why will I do MBA? And that too, now I have work experience. MBA is only required for one thing, and that one thing is what, to get a job, right? I'm not looking out for a job, so I don't need to do MBA. And if I do MBA and go off to some other country, then my wife won't be with me, I think. So, no, definitely not. Okay, a lot of basic questions. Okay. Degree is for employees, we are employers. Ah, what a dialogue with that. Praveen, crazy dialogue, dude, with all those fire symbols. That's crazy. You should become a motivational speaker, dude. मस्त dialogue मारा इसने. Ah, okay. 1 second. Oh, by the way, okay, let me start the news in a slow manner so everyone is who's joined also. So let me tell you the news headline for the first one. Let's begin. Firstly, what happened to the market today? Do you guys know what happened to the market today? Little sad, no? It's like whenever it hits 50,000, whenever it bloody hits 50,000, it goes down. Every time it hits 50,000, it goes down. It's like I don't even understand what this is, right? Every time. But I don't think this time, see, this time one new thing is that it didn't go down so much compared to last time. Usually it goes down a lot. So this time utna nahi gaya. So hopefully it's okay. It's a small correction from yesterday's big jump. So I'm okay with that. So Tata Motors, yeah, a little fell down today. That's fine. That's okay. That keeps going up and down. Don't worry about Tata Motors too much. Right? Futuristic stock. Keep it there. So if you look at what happened in the stock market today, the Sensex fell down by 290 points. It is at 49,900. 100 points. Actually, 49,902. So it's exactly not 100 points. Also, it's slightly lower than 100 points. So annoying, dude. So annoying. It's so close yet so far. It's like that girlfriend who just doesn't want to be there for you, right? Just teasing, I'm your girlfriend, and then she says, no, I'm not your girlfriend, and then she says, no, I can be your girlfriend if you want to, but then I'm not your girlfriend as well. So it's like that teasing, it's the chase that you do. That is what is happening with investors and Sensex right now. You know, you will get me at 50,000, and everyone wants to put at 50,000, and then you don't get her after that. It's just like the sad thing. But yes, that is what is happening with Sensex right now. Um, Okay, so yeah, Sensex has gone down today, little bit, not too much. So that is okay. But the thing is, one good news is tomorrow we are predicting that Sensex might go up. Hopefully, it should go up tomorrow. That should be good if it goes up tomorrow. But again, we don't know. Can we predict the future? No, but we can only estimate the future. So according to the estimation, it might go up tomorrow. I don't know. Aarti Industries bonus dividend. Yes, Aarti Industries bonus dividend again. Not sure. Let me check. Okay, that was the first piece of news. Is Aarti giving? Yeah, okay. Oh, this that was Aarti Drugs that gave a bonus last time. So Aarti Industries is giving a bonus of 1:1. So I'll tell you what. Now look at this. Okay, let me give you some quick analysis of a lot of things. Do you guys know Aarti Drugs before gave a bonus? Do you guys remember Aarti Drugs? Aarti Drugs gave a bonus. Yes, Aarti Drugs gave a bonus. Very good. Then do you guys know now that Aarti Industries is giving a bonus? Correct. Very good. Who do you think will give bonus next? Come on, come on. These are simple questions. Who do you think will give bonus next? Yeah, yeah. Eventually, maybe now, maybe later. And also, if you look at it, Aarti Surf is also in that place where it is prime to give bonus, right? Prime to give bonus means the stock price is so high, the market cap is so low, but the stock price is so high. So there's two ways to give liquidity in the stock price, right? There's two ways. This is learning, guys. There is two way to give liquidity in the stock price. Can you tell me the two ways? One is, yes, giving a bonus gives you a lot of liquidity because more happens. Yes, split and bonus. Yes. So the two ways where stocks can reduce their share price and give liquidity is splits and bonus. Okay, just for knowledge purpose, I'm telling you guys. These are the two ways. Okay. Third way has not yet come, sadly, but we will wait if there is a third way. But these are the two ways right now for split and bonus. Okay. So that is why I'm that. So now, do you understand the logic as to why I am so bullish on Aarti surfactants? Do you guys now understand why I'm so bullish on Aarti surfactants? Main reason why I'm so bullish is because the other two companies, right? The other two companies that are doing this right now, both the Aarti Group companies, the way they run their business will also trickle down to the other companies that they own. That is how it works. Okay, so that is done. Another piece of information or another piece of news for you guys. Aarti, not Aarti. Sorry, why am I saying Aarti again? Okay, so Wipro. Okay, Wipro is getting 1 lakh doses. Wipro is getting 1 lakh doses for employees and families. Okay, of the employees, obviously one. That is how much cost. Assume the cost. Assume some random cost of say 700, 800 bucks. Do you guys know how much that would cost to vaccinate entire Wipro audience, employee base? 1 crore? I don't think so. 1 crore. Assume the cost per vaccine is 1000 rupees. Assume the cost per vaccine is 1000 rupees. That means they are giving 1 lakh doses. So 1 lakh into 1000 crore. See how much that costs. Correct? 1 lakh into 1000, how much would that give? 10 crores? 100 crores? Is it 100 crores? Or is it 10 crores? Calculate properly, guys. 10 crores, right? Now that is for one dose. That means totally kitna hoga? Two doses ka 20 crores will go from Wipro's bank balance this year, or not this year, but this season. 20 crores will go from their thing. Now this would usually come under their, what do you call that? CSR type of activity ke under they will do this. Correct? They will do it under CSR, so that is completely fine. But this is how it works. Okay, so 20 crores is something that Wipro is currently spending. Now, is it a good thing that they're spending 20 crores to vaccinate their entire employee base? Chalo, nice management question for you guys. If yes, tell me why. Wouldn't they spend 20 crores out of their own money, and it isn't it like a waste of money, etc., etc.? No. Correct. Okay, you guys are very smart. I think I'm doing a good job in life by making you guys think in a different way. Yes, you guys are right. What will happen is that 20 crores is nothing, nothing compared to what actually they can get if all the employees are coming back to work. So that is the main thing. The reason why they're spending this 20 crores and getting everyone vaccinated and everyone back to work is because so that their productivity will go up, and if everyone's back to work, they will make a lot of money. Okay, cost, they will make a lot of money, money, money. So that is what they aim to do. So that way, is it a good thing or a bad thing? I'll ask again. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? It is definitely a good thing, right? So all companies should vaccinate their employees. I mean, now a lot of companies would think that, I mean, it's like a win-win situation, right? Because one, that yes, they're helping get vaccination when it's so difficult to get a vaccine right now, and two, it helps the company also in the same way, because the company can now start making more money also by working with their employees. So everyone's back to work. I don't think people would come back to work, but at least they can't give an excuse saying COVID ho gaya, right? Oh, this guy has COVID or that guy has COVID. So that excuse will not happen. And now Sputnik 5 has come, and there's this new meme that is going around everywhere, which says that you wanted Sputnik 5 has come and you just got one dose of Covishield. So there's one weird news, a weird meme like that is circulating in the markets. Yeah. Okay, another news. Adani Green Energy is acquiring 5 gigawatt renewable portfolio from SoftBank Energy, which we spoke about yesterday, but it is acquiring this at a cost of $3.5 billion. It is acquiring a ready-made, everything's ready. They're acquiring the entire portfolio of 5 gigawatts, right? So this is what they're taking, and this is good because entire company of power works on this, and they make a lot of money with respect to that. Okay, so if you understand how the power business works, this is exactly how it works. Apart from this, if you look at another news, oh, by the way, do you guys know Royal Enfield? Royal Enfield is recalling 236,966 motorcycles. Damn. Do you know which stock deals with which stock deals with Royal Enfield? Do you guys know about it? I just gave it out actually by mistake. But do you guys know what stock deals with it? Yeah. A lot of people still don't know that it deals with that. You know that? Are you familiar with this? A lot of people still don't know that this is the stock that does that. So the thing is, they're recalling almost 3 lakh cycles. Now, is it good if someone recalls so much motorcycles? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? What do you guys think? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Definitely bad, right? Because why? It takes so much time and effort and energy to go give all these things to different people, transport this entire bike to all their manufacturing plants, from their manufacturing plants all the way from manufacturing plants to their main place, to the distribution stores. And then what happens is that to recall, if they recall, everything has to come back. Now luckily it's during COVID. I mean, if you think about it, it's during COVID, so उतना भी demand affect नहीं होगा. but still I would say it is not a good thing, right? It is not a good thing. Now I'll tell you what happened. They found some defects in their ignition coil that can cause misfiring and reduce the vehicle's performance, and that is why they announced a recall. But look at this, the stock didn't go down only. The stock was down 0.7%. It didn't even go down. Can you believe that? इतना होने के बाद it didn't go down. That is the power of good, fundamentally good stocks, because they don't care. They're like, look, we're going to take all these bikes back, but I know all of you still want Royal Enfield. It's not like कल आप बोलेंगे, you know what, I'm not going to buy Royal Enfield anymore. ऐसा तो नहीं होने वाला. You guys are still going to buy Royal Enfield. So, screw you, and let me just screw you and let me just continue with my pricing, right? So they don't care at all, to be honest. They absolutely don't care. The reason being the stock is so fundamentally good, and the demand for Royal Enfield bikes are always there. They don't care so much, and the stock price did not go down. In my opinion, it should have gone down, but it didn't go down. Okay, so that is something that is very fascinating to watch. Okay, now Phone Pay. Have you guys heard of Phone Pay? I'm pretty sure you guys would have heard of Phone Pay. Yes, Phone Pay has bought this company called Indus OS. Okay, it has bought this company called Indus OS. Now, what does Indus OS do basically? Indus, basically they bought this company Indus OS because they didn't want to go. They want to build the super app. You guys know that they want to build super app, right? Everyone, in fact, everyone just wants to build a super app. Sadly, like सबको super app build करना है. पता नहीं क्या है ये super app, but everyone wants to build the super app. Now the thing is, everyone wants to build the super app, तो ठीक है, but what is happening is they all want to avoid paying commissions, and commissions to whom? Guess who they want to stop paying commissions to? Super app basically means sab kuch, everything in one app. It's like, I don't even know how you would call that. It's just weird. Like everything in one app. I don't think Indians would like it, but everyone's trying to make a super app. It started with Tata. Okay, it started with Tata. Tata Group said they want to build the super app. After that, we saw that these companies also said, okay, you know what, even I want to build the super app. Everyone wants to build super app. But the thing is, we don't know, right? We don't know whether super app will work or not. It's just an assumption that it might work. But let's see. Yeah, so basically, PhonePe is acquiring Indus OS for $60 million, okay, so that they can have a super app that is independent of the restrictions posed by Google's Play Store, which is making commissions mandatory and has received backlash from a lot of technology players in India. Now, Indus OS will work with PhonePe Switch, a service which enables multiple apps such as Ola, Redbus, GoIbibo, Myntra, Delhi Metro, Grofers, all on a single platform. Now, Indus OS earlier in the past had raised 20 million, and now they are suddenly selling the entire company for 60 million. So that seems quite like a bad exit, the way I see it. So that is what is happening. Okay, what else? What else? What else? Okay, black fungus has come into India. Do you guys know about this? You might have heard of it in the news because now everything keeps happening constantly. So black fungus का जो scene है right now, in Rajasthan they have declared black fungus as an epidemic. Okay, not a pandemic obviously, but an epidemic. It has been declared as an epidemic. Okay, is that good? Is that bad? Definitely bad. Little bit bad. Why is it bad? Because it is, whatever happens might affect the stock market, but definitely it is affecting the companies in Rajasthan, and that is not a good thing because there are some manufacturing units in Rajasthan. And do you guys know that in Rajasthan, what do they do a lot of manufacturing of? Do you guys know which type of manufacturing companies are there in Rajasthan? Marble mining, a lot of mining, textile, clothing. A lot of these companies will slowly, a lot of these companies will slowly get affected. Okay, now there's another thing, another interesting news because we talk about a lot of interesting finance news. So let's look at finances in all realms, not only in the stock market. Now, do you guys remember we were talking yesterday about this Oscar-winning movie that just recently got released with a great script, great action, and awesome storyline which just touched everyone's hearts? For all the people who don't know what that movie is, it is coming in the Oscars. It is going to definitely win the Oscars this year. It was Radhe. I mean, what an awesome movie. I mean, it was so cool. Like, it was like just amazing. It was like Christopher Nolan's Inception and Tenet, right? Because it was so confusing for the audience that you have to watch it more than once to actually figure out chal kya raha hai bhai? Like, what is happening? So that was what it was, very very insightful, I would say. Now, so what happened is, do you guys know that, I don't know how many of y'all are following Baijan, but do you guys know that they put up a post? Okay, they put up a post saying that it was the largest or the best ever release in the Bollywood. It had 4.2 million views. Do you guys remember that? Did you guys anyone see that? 4.2 million views. It's a post आया था, yeah. So the apparently Z is occurring losses because Radhe fails to impress. Even though they said that it was 4.2 million views, apparently 4.2 million views did not actually translate into the number of purchases for the film. Look at the scam here. So they were calculating, even if you see the trailer, it was considered as a 4.2 million views wala trailer. GG, well played. क्या manipulation, beautiful. Trailer देखो and they'll be like view count करो. This is like people scamming, right? But yeah, they didn't make so much money, and even though they were doing the 249 rupees rental model, the model is actually brilliant. I would not blame the model. The model was actually smart. The new business model that they were aiming for was quite good, but they should have aimed it for a better movie. So if you 1 second. Yeah, so they should have actually aimed it for a better movie. Sadly, it didn't work. The model didn't work, basically. 1 second, guys. I'm just reading the article a little bit to see what is. राधे राधे भाई का मूवी मतलब क्या. Yeah, what else? Yeah, so that is not making news because a lot of movies, first of all, they had this issue of the movie itself leaking into other platforms, right? That itself was one big issue that they've currently faced. And apart from that, apparently इतना सब कुछ करने के बाद also it's not very good, it seems. But leave all that. They actually did something really beautiful, and you know what? They started a new trend in the industry. Do you guys know what that trend is? They started that rental trend that is very famous in US. Do you guys know that? Rental trend that is very famous in US, by the way, this rental trend. Now that rental trend is slowly coming into India, where I can pay 249 rupees and watch the movie, and I can watch it for 6 hours. Kitni bhi, so literally movie, when I subscribed to it and I said let me watch it, you know what it said? It said you can rent Radhe for 249 rupees and you have 6 hours. You can watch it multiple times in that 6 hours. One time only I suffered, but you can watch it multiple times in 6 hours, it seems. Okay, so I saw it once and I said, that's 250 rupees that I'm never seeing in my life. That's gone. But yeah, that is how it is. So, what I'm interested to see here is that the new companies that come tomorrow, right? How will they do this? The new movies that come out tomorrow, how will they launch? And if Z Plus tried it, will other companies follow suit? Now, tomorrow I might just see Alt Balaji coming with Kahani Ghar Ghar Ki episode 1500. And they might be like, or how we have Friends reunion coming on May 15th or I don't know when, May 27th. Friend reunion is coming. You might just have Kani Ghar Ghar Ki reunion as well, and that also might be a 250 rupees slot. May 27th. Yes. Imagine Smriti Irani walking and saying, "Come back into my house." Right? It'll be crazy. Like these type of things you should live for. But if someone does Kani Ghar Ghar Ki, dude, your mom and your grandmom will be blowing their minds out, right? Because for them that is friends. For us this is friends, but for them that is friends. But yeah, that'll be OP. Yeah, yeah. You will not get access to the TV at all. And even in that Kani Gargar ki, you will see that bar coming back because she just never ages, man. She's just there forever. Like kuch bhi hota hai, that bar is always alive. Like Ba is the grandmother. I don't know whether I'm saying it right, but she's just there, dude. Like she's always there forever. The people die, people get plastic surgery, people come back, and she's still there. So it's incredible, yeah. So again, this opens a wide net of opportunities to see what might happen in the future. But again, let us see. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, that is it for the market news today of most of it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take few people quickly asked to speak. Fat, I will start taking a few people on stage, and we will quickly do some KBC, right? And we will continue after that. Chalo, quickly ask. And only people with display pictures will get selected. People without display pictures. Troll accounts are also okay, but display picture mandatory. Okay. I'm just randomly clicking on the button. Okay, done. Literally like seven people. Okay, they're all coming. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah. Hey guys, one by one, go.
Can
Hi
I
Shashank,
start?
it's Anubhav.
Who's Anubhav? Okay, Anubhav.
Yeah,
One
it's
person.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so my question is like recently China banned cryptocurrency. So what's your take on that? Like, how will it impact the crypto market?
Ban cryptocurrency?
Because, yeah,
Yeah. Exactly.
Shashank,
I'm
I
not
have a
much.
follow up here, so I'll just add on and you can then answer. Is that cool?
Sure.
Awesome. So first of all, thanks, man. This is probably the most refreshing market talks when compared to CNBC TV 18. Coming from that to this is like stand-up comedy for markets. So thank you for that. And follow up to Anubhav. Actually, China didn't ban; they just reiterated their ban. So that is point number one. But what there are other things happening in the crypto market, like because of the whole Tesla withdrawing their payment system. That's why Bitcoin has gone from 62 to 40. I'm getting a lot of questions as to Anish, should I sell? Should I sell? Should I sell? People need to
Hmm.
understand that Bitcoin went from 40 to 60 because Tesla accepted it as a payment. Now it has gone back to 40 because people who invested because of that are removing their money. So people don't panic. But Shashank, what are your thoughts on this, dude?
Okay, first I'll answer his question about China banning. I'm not sure about. I don't think they can ban. I'll tell you why I don't feel they can ban is because majority of the revenue into the government of China comes from Bitcoin mining firms. Do you guys know that? A lot of Bitcoin mining firms are currently there in China, and they literally control a large supply of Bitcoin as well. So I don't think they would ban, even if they ban cryptocurrency trading, but I don't think they would ban the mining firms, even though mining firms should be banned first because of the. But in fact, you know what? A lot of people in China have. Good deals from the government to continue mining, right? They get actually a lot of tax rebates if they do mining. Their electricity charges are quite low, so it's very weird. Yeah, so I don't think they've banned it. I don't know about the ban, man, Anubhav. But I will read it once more and check what it is. But ban seems a bit too harsh. The way because China really makes a lot of money from the ban, or not ban, but China makes a lot of money from Bitcoin crypto mining firms. So not sure how the ban would apply here.
It's trading bank, Shashank. Like they are not allowing payments.
Trade
That's
in
it, not
cryptocurrency.
mining.
That makes sense. You can't trade in cryptocurrencies, makes sense. But mining, if they ban mining, it'll be a massive new update, right? And then the Bitcoin price will crash, and it'll wait for other people to come and start mining. Okay, sure, man. Next question, guys.
Hi Shashank, how are you?
Who's this name, please? Chesta. Hey, Chesta, how are you? Two times in a row.
Hi Shashank. I actually don't have a question, but yeah, I need your opinion or I need your advice or something. Shall I go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I was reading this book recently called The Psychology of Money, which is a really hype book right now on
Yeah,
finance,
it is good.
investing, and money.
It's good. I read it.
Uh, Yeah, okay. So, in one chapter, the author mentions about this thing called, investors often innocently take cues from other investors who are playing a different game than they are, and he suggests that that is a really bad, way to go about it. That everybody, the biggest advice he gives to the investors is that you should you should really emphasize on finding what game you're playing or what is your style of investing, and you shouldn't follow other people's cues, right? And I mean, that's what I got from it. But then again, I mean, it sounds good as an advice, but as a beginner, when you're starting out in the market, I mean, it's understanding the market itself, understanding how how the market moves and how the stock prices move is in itself is a huge deal. So understanding what game you're playing, or without taking cues from other people, without following the big people in the market, without following in influencers like you as well, I mean, how does that play out? I mean, to what extent should this advice be
No, 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 no.
followed, or what exactly does he mean by that?
I'll tell you what he actually means by that. He doesn't mean what you're saying. He's saying that, see, for example, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala bought Tata Motors. Yes,
Right.
that doesn't mean you also go buy Tata Motors. That's what he's saying. You take cues, but you learn and you do your own research, and then if you feel it is good, you buy it. If it's not, don't buy it. The reason why that is the case is because his ability or risk appetite for loss is 10 times more than your risk appetite for loss.
Right. All right. So, I mean, yeah, I understand that, but I mean, going about finding your own game, what does he mean by that? I mean, if does he
I'll
mean by
tell
that if you're in for long term or for short term or what?
I'll tell you what finding your game means. Finding your game basically means, why are you here? Right? You tell me, why are you here? Right? Why are you
Uh,
investing in this? That is the first
I
question.
Okay, so I'm here to, because investing seems a good option for the long term. I'm here basically for the long term and not necessarily for short term gains.
No, but what is your
I'm
objective?
My objective is to make sure that my finances are secured at a later point in life, because I can invest in smaller amounts today and see it compound in the later years.
Correct. That means you're a long-term investor that you want to stay for a long period of time to make a lot of money. That means uh, you would not listen to someone like Elon Musk who says buy Dogecoin.
Okay.
Correct? Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Because according to your logic, you want to invest for the long term, so you will not invest in something that is a short-term thing.
All right. So basically, that is my game, and I should follow investors. I mean, I should not follow, but listen to the what the investors who are playing in the similar game, and then I should do my own research and then add to it, right? But following the
Yes.
basic cues on what they're doing is not is there's nothing wrong with that as well, right? I mean,
No, there's
you've got to
nothing
learn with
wrong with
something, right?
learning, understanding how they're thinking. There's nothing wrong with learning how they're thinking. All that is completely fine. But what he basically says is, a lot of people just copy it and buy it, yeah, and they don't think too much about why they're here for. Someone comes and says, you know what, this is the next big thing, metals are awesome, buy metals, and you would blindly buy it without doing your own research, which screws up with, why are you actually here? Are you here for the metal hype up rally which is happening right now, or are you here for the long term investing? So don't invest just because it's the hype and everyone's investing. Play the long game, is what he says. Not long game, but it doesn't matter. If you're playing the short game, then you're fine. But it depends on what game you're playing. So have your game defined.
Right,
If you and
right,
another
all
person are
right.
playing the same game, then it's fine. Then it's okay.
Right, all right. So, I mean, taking the cues, there's nothing wrong with taking the cues, but the value to take from here is to do your own research and play it on your
Correct.
life in your game as well, right?
Correct.
All right.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Sashank. That's it. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Bye. Yeah, next. Did I just say awesome, guys? Okay, sorry, my bad. Not awesome, guys. Not bye, guys. Just bye, Chesta. Okay. Yeah.
Hi, sir. I'm Kunal, and my
Hey, Kunal.
question is, I was reading some articles and I had seen that in short that there's an unofficial ban by Indian government in cryptos. Like they are making problems in HDFC Securities, Kotak's. So if it really bans, how can someone get their
I
back
feel
money?
all these questions are a part of Anish's crypto community group. Is Anish is on stage and I'm only getting crypto questions today. Anish?
Oh, can I take that?
Yeah, please take it because you've been doing a lot of crypto, so please take it.
Actually, I mix it up, but yeah, people do ask a lot about it. Kunal, here's the status. There is, as of now, officially there is no ban, but yes, RBI has unofficially sent dumkies to the banks, and of course the banks have to oblige. But as per the latest update, apparently the Indian government, again, these are from sources which we don't know who, but it says that India may set up a new panel to study crypto regulations. How do you buy crypto? I don't know, man. You just have to wait until things settle down, until there's some clarity. Then you go ahead and buy. Otherwise, you'll be, because a lot of people, you guys go and buy, then you're like, hey, Anish, the transaction didn't get through. Then you'll start asking us. So do your research, then go and buy, because pretty much all researchers have this problem. So just be careful. But yeah, to answer your question, officially, there's no ban. It will take some time to get some clarity.
Okay. And my I have one more question for Shashank. Like, I want to become an investment banker. So, is there any qualification other than CFA for that? Hello.
I'm saying there is no such thing as a qualification required to become a investment banker. Right? It all depends on your knowledge about finances, your market knowledge more than your knowledge about finances, and that is more important.
And I'd also listen that I need to be advanced in Excel and PPT.
Yeah, that is something that you need. Yes, you should be an expert in both.
Thank you.
Okay, next.
Shashank, I have one question to you. Is that okay? It is not. It is finance, but not finance. But I'll ask anyways. Have there ever been a day wherein you were like bored about creating finance content? Like aaj nahi hoga chodo. Has there ever been a day like this?
Yeah, today actually. Thanks for asking. But actually today, I was like, no, because the weather's so nice. Sometimes you don't feel like doing market talk, right? But yeah, sometimes it comes out. Sometimes you feel like it, and sometimes the problem what happens is for me all this is common sense. But then I always think that okay, there's always someone who might not know it. There's always someone who needs that help. So that's why I'm like, okay, fine. You know what? Suck it up and do it. It's good for the people. That's it. I mean, it sounds very humble and thing, but when you're a creator, right? The reason why you get up and come every day and do content is so that you get that appreciation from the people who are listening to you. Right? If there's no appreciation, then I won't come at all. Then it doesn't make sense. That is how it is. But yeah, it is
Wow.
boring. For me, it definitely gets boring because there's so many times I've like if you've seen a lot of patience has to be there to explain some simple concepts because I keep saying there's no such thing as a bad question. So if someone asks me a very simple question saying what is profit and loss, I have to still answer that. I can't be like you know what, go figure it out by yourself, or you know do your own research. Most of the times I do that, but it's also my responsibility to help people out and teach them. So as long as the appreciation is there, I'll still be relevant. The day I feel okay, people don't need me anymore and everyone's smart, that day I'll stop being a finance influencer.
Awesome, awesome.
So until then, the journey continues.
I don't think that day will ever come. Though people will want you to come here every day. But anyways, thanks
No,
a
you
lot for
never
this.
know. See, after 5 years, all of y'all will become old and you guys would know everything I'm talking about, and then you guys will have your own life. I'll also
But
be old, and
Shashank,
then there'll be like
there'll
some
always
new
be a
young
newer
guy will come
generation,
like
right?
Shashank. Sorry?
There'll always be a newer generation, right?
Exactly. Now, see, a lot of people are doing stuff on reels that I can't do at all. That is itself my generation gap. I tried doing finance on reels. I could not dance with the background music like that and make finance content. I said this is not my style. I tried one or two videos. I did dancing, putting my hands right here, up there, with all those stuff. And I realized, bro, I can't do this for a living. I let me go back to my YouTube content, my long form content. That works for me because in 30 seconds I cannot explain what finance is to people. That is impossible. So yeah.
Thanks, thanks. This is so relatable. Even I'm having that conflict when it comes to creating reels content. But anyways, thanks,
No,
man.
as long as people appreciate it, I think you are on the right track. The day people don't appreciate something, then there's no point doing it. So yeah, so that's the thing that gets you up. Even though like till date, there's not been a single day where we've not done market talk. Right, every day when there's a market talk, we've not cancelled any session. It would be great to get one day off, right? But it's okay. It's not me. I have to. It's a responsibility for something else. So it's like for the greater good kind of a thing. So yeah,
Yeah, thanks a lot. Makes sense.
thank you, man. Awesome, guys. So that was it for today. Little philosophy at the end. But you guys should listen to Anish. He talks a lot, I think, in the mornings. He talks a lot about cryptocurrencies and he gives some crazy ass content. So you guys should follow him and go to his thing and listen to his as well. Okay, awesome, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow again. I'm assuming tomorrow is open. So I'll see you guys tomorrow as well. Okay, bye bye.